All right, welcome to the AP Chem summer assignment for 2017. I'm Mr. Schultz here, and I've provided my email address here for you. So if you need to get a hold of me, please contact me. I can't stress this enough now, and I'll stress it again when the school year starts. Communication is key. If you come across any problems, you have any concerns, that kind of thing, please let me know via email. That also includes if there's any broken links or something too, please let me know. All right. So, purpose of this video is just to kind of give you an intro to what you'll be expected to do and what should be done by the first day of school. So, let's get going. So, your summer assignment needs to be completed by Tuesday, August 22nd by basically midnight, okay? That's right here. And the first day of school is August 24th. So, having it done by midnight this night here gives me the 23rd to correct anything that has not been done by now. So, just make sure you get done by then. If it looks like you're getting behind, I'll be watching, making sure quizzes are getting done, and I can see if your videos are getting done. If you're getting behind, I'll be contacting those parents or guardians. So try to be the best student you can be, and make sure I don't have to do that. Okay, and we'll be checking everything on the first day of school. One little tip for you: there are a total of 5 quizzes. There's two in chapter 1. There's 2 quizzes in chapter 2, and we're only going to do the first part of chapter 3, and there's 1 quiz there. So a total of 5 quizzes. My recommendation for you is to start your summer assignment on August 1st here. Start there and take a quiz on like Fridays. Take your first quiz on Friday there. Take your next one on Tuesday. And then Friday again. Take your next quiz on Tuesday. And take your last quiz on Friday there. That's 5 quizzes right there. And if you just kind of get a Friday, Tuesday kick back and forth until it's done, you'll get done a little early and get to enjoy the last part of summer there before we get going. So that'd be my recommendation. You will find all of your videos on Edpuzzle, and that's where you should complete them. So there will be a link in a second here. I'll show you on the Google site. But Edpuzzle, and on that site, you'll have directions for how to sign up for the class. So you'll find that there. I will also host some videos on Google Drive. Please watch them there if you need to. But these ones are meant so that you can download them and bring them with you in the car if you're taking a family vacation somewhere and can get some of those done. But Edpuzzle is where it really should be done. So if you're having issues here, make sure you email me if you're having any issues with Edpuzzle. Okay. Along with it, you'll have some worksheets to do, those handouts, and you'll find the answer keys also in the Google site, which I'll show you in a little bit here. So you can also check all the answers to everything you're going to be doing there, and they're meant to be checking answers, not just copying the answers. Everything we do right now is a review of regular chem, and you got to make sure you master this stuff. So when you get into AP Chem, when we're going to go faster and farther and more rigorous, you have the basics down, so don't take any shortcuts. Alright, so I'm going to go to the summer assignment checklist here, and that looked like this, and it should have been a pink sheet, I believe, for you. Very top of it, it says summer assignment checklist. As you go through and can do the things in your checklist, check things off. So right now you can check off, I have watched the intro video, and you should be watched with a parent or guardian too, so make sure you're doing that. This right here is the link, and I'll also include this in email you'll be getting from me, so that way it's maybe easier to click on the link versus type that all in. This is the link to our AP summer assignment, so I'm going to go to that now, and that would be right here. So when you click on it, it'll look something like this, and it may look a little different from my point of view because I'm the one who can edit this. And here's everything you need. So first thing to do, watch your intro video, and you're going to sign up for Edpuzzle and Quizlet. So if you open those 2 links up, just a little document here that shows you how to go through and register to become part of our Edpuzzle class for the summer assignment. You'll get a different class when you actually are here for the school year. Okay, and you can see here's how to do it, and there's a class code. And same thing with Quizlet here. Click on a link, sign up, and you'll be in. So make sure you do those. Once you've done this, you need to then make an About Me PowerPoint slide. And it should only be 1 slide. In the past, I've had students who give me like this 10-page thing. It should be just 1 slide. And at the end of this video, I'll demonstrate one for me. And when you're done, you'll share it with me, David Schultz, or you can use that email there, share it through Google. And I'm going to compile them all together and then share it with everybody else so we can see who's in our class and what we've all been up to, and just kind of get to know each other a little quicker. And again, check things off as you go. They don't take a personal information survey. That's also located on the website. If I go back here, that's number 3 there. And when you click on this, just a bunch of questions to answer about you. Helps me to kind of know who my students are before the year starts. So you'll be doing that. All right. And then, then you're ready. So at this point forward, this is where the summer assignment truly gets going when it comes to chemistry. Again, everything here is 100% review from regular chemistry. Maybe 99%. Maybe it might be a little some new things here, but basically, Edpuzzle videos. You'll be watching those. You'll watch the video. You take notes. You complete the in-video questions, and then afterwards there's some kind of assignment, and you'll complete the assignment. And if you did well, you move on. If not, mark it as something that you'll need help with. And I have some help sessions I'll talk about in a little bit here. You can come get help from me. And it's important to know that as you get older here, and you're basically now taking a college level class, it's more about you guys. It's only you know when you understand the material, and it's your responsibility to take action. It's all about you guys here. I'm here to support you. I'm here to teach it to you. I'm here to help you review it. Here to help you reflect the material, get better at it. But it's up to you to say, do I get this? And if not, what are you going to do about it? Okay? And sometimes the assignments are just to reread your notes, or to do flashcards, or do an actual worksheet. So make sure you do what you're supposed to do there. And when you're done with chapter 1 here, there's going to be quizzes at 2 different points. Once you get through the first 7 videos / the third worksheet, and it'll be the second quiz you can take, which is when you've actually finished chapter 1. So I'm going to go to the next page, the back page of your checklist here, and here's more about your checklist. Here's the videos for chapter 1, okay? What I would recommend you do is you watch the video and you do the assignment, and be using check marks here as you go through to make sure you get this. You can also see in the middle column there, I have a textbook alignment. I'll also post a link to the online textbook you can use for the summer. Let's just say video 4 was one you didn't feel comfortable with. You didn't do so hot on this one. Let's say the worksheet did not go very well for you. Sometimes, go back and read. If you can read something versus just listening to someone talk about it, you might understand it better. So the textbook alignment's here for you to take action on your own, to maybe read about something to do a little better. Okay, and again, you'll do this stuff, and then on the side here I have the quiz that kind of tells you take the quiz now over the first 7 videos and up through worksheet 3. So it's basically videos, some sort of assignment to do, and then eventually take a quiz. And you'll basically go through that process 5 times, 5 quizzes you can see there, and then you're done with the summer assignment. Okay, and this should take you up through what the mole is and doing some mole conversions. All right. Let's see. So I've kind of talked about the checklist there, going through and doing that. And again, make sure you check the answer keys there on the Google site, and you can use those Google flashcards also for reviewing. One more thing before I move on, I'll talk more about this in my email, but I'd recommend you watch, right on the screen here, watch Chem video 2.6b. That's one I'd watch right off the bat there. This is about polyatomic ions and how to memorize them, because eventually you have to make names. Like if you saw NaClO4, you would call this thing sodium, and this polyatomic ion here is actually ClO4 minus. That has the name of perchlorate. In this video here, 2.6b, will help you learn ways to memorize those things. And I would do that, one of the first things you do while you're still in chapter 1, and do a little bit of this every day here. Practice the flashcards on Quizlet with polyatomic ions, because when you get to the naming stuff, you want to have those memorized, because you eventually will not have that sheet for memorization. To look those up, you have to have them memorized. So just a little heads up. All right, up next, this is a little bit more for your parents, but what the flipped classroom is, why I do it, and some tips for success. So watch this quick little video about that, and then we'll jump back and finish up our little intro video. In a traditional class, like the ones your parents and I grew up in, students sit in rows or groups and listen to the teacher present the lesson for most of the class period. Students are then assigned a set of practice problems to bring home and complete individually for homework, sometimes getting stuck on these. Then they come back the next day to follow the same routine. I have come to find that this is not always the best way to help students learn for many reasons. Let me talk about 3 of them. Number 1, students all learn at different paces. When I would teach a lesson to the whole class, there would be many students that did just fine. There would be many students who understood it quickly and wanted me to move on, so they got bored. Then there would be several students who learned at a slower pace and needed more time than we had in class to process the information. In a traditional class, I was not able to reach all my students every day. Number 2, students often bring practice problems home for homework they don't know how to do on their own quite yet. So this means they either find someone to help them, they just write down a bunch of numbers and try to make it look like they did it, or they copy a friend's the next day. Either way, the practice problems do not help the students learn the material anyway, and it becomes a waste of time. This is not helpful to our students or respectful to their time or effort. Number 3, students miss class throughout the year for a variety of reasons, whether it be for illness, school activities, or family reasons. When they miss a lesson in chemistry, it's a big deal because the lessons often build on one another. Thus, the student has to come in on their own time, and the teacher has to re-explain the whole lesson to the student. This is not an efficient use of anyone's time. All of these problems can be solved with the use of the flipped classroom. So what is the flipped classroom? I'm just going to give the very basics here. What was normally done at school is now done at home, meaning students get the lesson at home via video. They can watch this on their PLD, mobile device, or home computer, and sometimes even televisions. Students will take notes during the video at their own pace by pausing, rewinding, and/or rewatching as needed, putting them in charge of their own learning. Former students of mine recommend pausing for each new slide to copy down and then unpausing afterwards to watch and maximize their focus. I'd recommend this as well. Also, while watching and at the end of each video, I've embedded questions and comment boxes for students to complete. The questions allow me to gauge student understanding, and the comment boxes allow students to ask questions just like in class. Both help me to plan for the next day's instruction, whether it be for a quick review or to actually go into a more thorough discussion. This truly allows for our curriculum to be tailored to our group and individual needs. Students are not expected to master the material by just watching the video, but are expected to understand the basics and bring confusing topics to class to discuss them and get them clarified. Let me stop here and bring up 2 important points. First, students must watch the videos before coming to class. Obviously, without learning the basics, applying them in class will be quite difficult. This is why I will hold students accountable by making them watch the video in the Team Center, then rejoin us in class, and I'll also be calling home to gain parent and guardian support. Students, please hold yourself accountable. Second, students need to be honest with themselves while completing videos. I know there are shortcuts, such as making excuses as to your internet being down or copying someone else's notes, but I have a saying, and that is, shortcut efforts will get you a shortcut grade, or also known as, what you put into it is what you get out of it. Please do everything in your power, and then some, to take the video notes seriously. Do your best, get your work done in time, and maybe more importantly, be honest with me and ask questions and notify me if you're struggling in the comment boxes. So, since students get the lesson at home, what do we do in class? Well, this is the fun part. Rather than me talking at you all day, we will work together through a variety of learning experiences which are more engaging. We'll discuss the chemical concepts, do more hands-on demos, still do the normal problems, but try to sub some of them out with mini labs, and of course still do full labs that may take a day or two. The really nice part is you are working when I'm around, so if you get stuck, I can lead you in the right direction. One thing about this that you should be prepared for is for me to ask you questions back, or possibly tell you to try a little harder. In addition, we'll have more higher level thinking activities such as analyzing more challenging problems, applying the concepts to real life, evaluating the work of others and our own, and creating lab reports to demonstrate true understanding of the concepts. This will be a much more exciting and engaging environment to be in, where students will have an active role in their learning rather than passively sitting back and listening to me talk all period. Welcome to the flipped classroom. All right, some tips for you for watching your videos. Make sure you turn off all your distractions. Put your phone away, turn it off, notifications off, have it upside down, put it somewhere else. You don't want your notifications from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram coming in. Don't listen to music. Turn off your distractions. It's the only way to truly watch the material, learn the material, is to be engaged with it. So turn off your distractions. There is an option when you're watching the videos to watch it in full screen. I also 100% recommend doing that as well. Full screen mode allows you to minimize distractions that you might have open another window. Pause, rewind frequently while you're watching the videos. Helps you to go back and rehear something or write something down. And another suggestion from other students has been to pause it when you see a new slide. So if I do this quick, talking, you see a new slide, pause for a second, maybe write some information down, and then hit play to see what's going on. So pause when a new slide starts, and then hit play so you can actually just listen now after you wrote down some of your notes. Watch your videos with sound. Do not mute me when I'm talking. I do say other things that are not on the actual slide, and that will be on the test. So it's important you listen to what I'm saying and hear my explanations. And stay active. Don't just take notes that, filling in blanks, that kind of thing. Take extra notes if you need to, or put stars in and put question marks like I didn't get this, okay? So the next day in class you can ask me questions. Or at the end of my videos I typically have a spot for you to ask me questions. Put little extra things in your notes so that way you make sure you, when you review them later, you can engage yourself more. What if I don't watch the videos? So this is more for when the school year starts, but you will watch all the videos. You have to, okay? If you don't watch the content, how are you going to know how to do what we're going to do in class? So you will watch all the videos. Do not fall behind or miss them. You will have to watch them during class and make them up, and then also get back on track. So it's a lot more difficult if you're playing the catch-up game. I will work with you and your parents to ensure you do. So it is my goal to not include your parents when I don't need to, and include them when I have to. Okay, so most of you guys are now 15, 16, 17, 18, seniors through sophomores usually take this class. Mostly juniors and seniors, very few sophomores. But it's your job to start taking ownership and cut your parents out a little bit here, because that's what you have to do when you get to college. Here's my explanation what happened. So here's what we're doing in class. Okay, before you come to class, you gotta watch a video, and then you're ready to do the classwork. And then if you get done a little early, you can maybe watch some of this during class, but this is your homework for the next night. If you're a student who does not watch the homework as videos, I'm going to make you watch them when you get to class. Go out, sit in the team center and watch the videos, and you're going to miss this much of class. And now you're not going to be able to get this done during class. You'll have to do some of this at home now and watch the next homework video. So no matter what happens, if this is the block of time you have to put in, you're going to have to put it in regardless. And playing the catch-up game is going to actually make it more stressful. So just make sure you get these things done on time. Alright, so let's say this summer you need some help. A couple of things you should do. Make sure you email me. If you have any questions or concerns, again, if there's errors or broken links in anything, let me know. But if you need help, I'm available a few times here. I've already had to cancel the Tuesday, the August 8th one. I have a meeting that day, the whole day, so I won't be available. But I will be in my classroom at Davies, A107, from 10 to 11:30 in the morning, and I'll be there Thursday, August 10th, Tuesday the 15th, and Thursday, August the 17th. Just those 3 days, because the next week after this is when I have to report early for teaching, and we have meetings before school starts. So try to get those things done there. If those times and days do not work for you, let's say you got practices or something in the morning, or you have to work, I could do something in the afternoon, but if you contact me, we can schedule something. So again, email me if you have questions or want to do any rescheduling. Some last thoughts for you here. So AP Chem is truly a college level course. You're getting college level credit for this either through taking the AP exam, or maybe you're taking this for dual credit. So it is at the college level, which means it's more rigorous. We do go faster, so be prepared to take on that challenge. It takes more dedication on your part than you may be used to. You need to be active and you need to push yourself. Okay, you need to do homework when you don't want to do homework, and you have to not be so upset with yourself when you get things wrong. It's all about trying to relearn it and re-engage into it, and just do the best you can. Our goals this year, basically, it's just to learn the principles of chemistry. Be a good chemistry student. As a student, develop into a better learner and how to self-regulate with better skills there, and basically just get yourself ready for the next step when you guys do head off to college in the future. So this is one of the first things you need to do. You will need to create an About Me slide. And you're going to put About, and you're going to put your preferred first name and then your last name, and have on the top of your slide. Include a few pictures from what you've been doing in the summer here. And for me, this is me visiting my grandparents at the farm, taking my kiddos there. And then we visited one of my favorite places to have ice cream in the summer, the Polar King in Jamestown, and having one of my favorite ice creams there. So my summer, this is what you will do as well. You'll put what you've been up to. So for me, it's been some home and yard projects, just hanging out with my kiddos and going to the lakes. Both my in-laws and my family, my parents, they have a lake place, and we just go there on the weekends and relax. Things I like to do in my free time, just hang out with my family, go for runs, play ultimate frisbee, golfing, and again, the lakes. So please make a slide like this in Google, okay? And then share it with me when you're done. I'll compile that list together and I'll share it back with everybody so we can see who's in the class and what to expect. So again, thank you for your time, your dedication this summer on this, and I'll really look forward to seeing you guys. Have a great rest of your summer. Take care.